Okay, let's test the audio. My name is Natasha. This is the Ministry of Tarot. It works. This is the May 2025 Psychic Tarot Monthly for Cancer signs. Welcome to the channel. If you please like, share, and subscribe, that would be amazing because it helps boost the channel, supports the channel so we can do more readings. And subscribing is an even exchange of energy to us readers. So I would appreciate it if you do that. We're going to use some really interesting decks. If you're just joining us now, the Wizard of Oz deck is the one we're using for the primary pull. And then the Millennial deck we're using for the clarifiers. And if the clarifiers need clarifying, we have the Good Fortune Tarot, which we're also going to use for advice or ultimate outcome, depending on how the reading goes. Okay, again, please like, share, subscribe because it helps boost the channel. Now I'm going to be using my own spread of 6 cards. The first card represents the lessons from the past that you're going to be utilizing in the month of May. The second card is the energy you're going to be sitting in. And then 4 predictive cards, okay? What's coming up for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What is coming up for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What is coming for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What is coming for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What is coming for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? I have long fingers with small hands. So if cards are too big for my hands, I have to shuffle them sideways. Anyway, you don't want to have to be bothered with all that stuff. Now, just as in the movie, the Wizard of Oz deck, any of these scenes that show Dorothy on Earth or Earthbound are in black and white or sepia, and the Wizard of Oz portion are in full color. But you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Your lessons from the past is that, life has ups and downs, and you just need to roll with it because you're the wheel, you know what I mean? And you're round and you can roll. However you want to go, you can roll. So it's how you deal with something emotionally, right? By the way, this Venus retrograde has really kicked my butt. I usually don't. I'm very even tempered, very even emotion. I'm not a drama queen. So this Venus retrograde has really thrown me for a loop. I just want it to be over. So maybe you're in the same boat, being a water sign. The energy you're going to be sitting in, though, is the 8 of Bricks, which is the 8 of Pentacles. You might be learning something new because this is the Apprentice card. You may have, if you haven't started a new job, you may be starting a new job in May. But if not, you're just working hard, learning something, whether it's at work or at home or what have you. You're curious about something, you want to learn it all the way through until you master it, right? Or you could be wanting to master your money. The first predictive card you have is the 6 of Bricks in reverse, which is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is the No Charity card. Remember when the wizard came out? He was kind of like, what do you want? I can't help you, right? And then they call him out and then he turns, right? Someone may not be charitable with you in the month of May, or it could literally mean no charity, or you're not able to weigh the pros and cons of something, a situation. The next predictive card you have is Strength. And see how the man who ultimately is the Scarecrow is one of the workers on the Kansas farm. and he's trying to save the pigs because the weather has turned. They know a tornado is building quickly, right? So it requires strength, fortitude, focus, right? Or you could be dealing with a Leo. And then you have the moon. Ooh. You have this crystal ball, which in the movie, the Wicked Witch of the East is using. But she can use it to like see like broadcasts of, you know, there's some kind of power that's showing her what she needs to know. So this is the dreams and nightmares card. It is in the upright, so I'm not worried about the nightmares. But it's not an earthbound card, you know, meaning it's in like 4D, 5D realms, right? Sometimes this also means like working a second job, like moonlighting, right? You are learning something new, and this is under it. So I don't know if you're learning something new at night. If you are dealing with a Leo, you could be dreaming about a Leo because this card is right next to it. The next card you have, it's also addictions and all that too. So we'll clarify what that means. And then you have the Queen of Cans, which is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a drama queen in the negative sense, okay? Could this be your energy because you're a Cancer sign? It's possible if you're a woman, right? Or a girl. But you could be unstable because emotionally, because someone's not being charitable with you. But you got to remember, this is your state of being. So you're very curious. So with this in the upright and this in reverse, you may be balanced emotionally, and this could be another person who's a negative drama queen, right? Maybe they're Pisces or Scorpio. Okay. So let's take the millennial. Hi, Y. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I want to know what the moon card means for you. Let's see if I can do this normally. What is the moon card in the upright mean for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What is the moon card in the upright mean for Cancer signs in May 2025? What is the moon card in the upright mean for Cancer signs in May 2025? I don't know if somebody's stubborn around you. Five of Feels, which is the Five of Cups in reverse, the ick. But it's good that it's in reverse because it means that your faith is restored, possibly in a Pisces or an Aquarius or a Scorpio. Or you have faith in yourself because it is under your self card, right? But you're restored somehow. Maybe because you've done the inner work, because here you have the Eight of Cups. Is it the Eight of Cups? I wish they make these bigger. Yeah, the Eight of Cups in the upright. Maybe you're able to walk away from dreamy and be more down to earth. See how she has the moon on her back? How weird is that, right? Now, the Eight of Cups is actually related to the Hermit card. In the Rider-Waite, the Eight of Cups person walks away from the emotionality of the cups and then goes up to the mountain to find some answers. Maybe you're doing all this studying or learning about something so you can have more answers. Maybe you're learning about Piscean things like 12th house things like Tarot, hidden matters, right? And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're self-sufficient, first-time homeowner. How is that, right? Now, in this day and age, it's really hard to be a first-time homeowner. You need $1 million or whatever it is, right? At least where I live, But you have everything you need. And maybe that's why you have the luxury of learning about hidden things, 12th house things, right? Interesting. Okay. So I want to know who or what is not charitable. What is not giving to you? I wonder who's here. Oh, 3 people are here. Thank you. I know I'm starting a little early, earlier than I usually do. That's because I have a lot to do today. And I want to be able to give you what you need for the month of May. So what does the 6 of Pentacles in reverse mean for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What does the 6 of Pentacles in reverse mean for Cancer signs in May 2025? Boom. Here you have the 2 of Spears or the 2 of Thoughts in reverse. You're not being able to weigh the pros and cons. So I'm starting to believe this is you. Yes, you're the drama queen. I feel like you can't trust or rely on others, and that's why you're trying to learn on your own, possibly about money management. But hustle culture, the 7 of Pentacles, is in reverse. Someone has no charity, doesn't care about your time. They make you wait. Could this be a love relationship? Sure. But you have strength. And you're determined. And life has ups and downs, so you're going to try to create a culture within yourself or in your home where you don't have to rely on others. So it really doesn't matter if somebody's discharitable to you, because she's like, okay, well, whatever. I'll remember that when you need something. Anyway, it looks like you have a good handle on things. You have strength. I think you're balanced emotionally, but you might be thinking dramatic things like inwardly. But you're learning something new, and that's a plus. What's the advice for Cancer signs for the month of May 2025? What is the advice for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? What's the advice for Cancer signs in the month of May 2025? Boom. Yeah. Avoid the tower. Yes, please. Don't destroy your foundations. With the 4 of Wands in reverse, sometimes this is a house move that you don't want. This could mean a house move. You avoid a catastrophe of some kind. by doing what you're doing, you're maintaining balance and stability in your life, even though things may be chaotic and unstable around you. You need to be your own rock and within your own storm, right? And here you have the King of Swords in the upright. If there's an air sign around you, they're in the upright, so they might be able to guide you. Now, sometimes this is an accountant or an attorney. That might be important to know. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to stop the broadcast and come back with Leos and then Virgos. And then, anyway, I'll see you later. And you can always contact me for a personal reading. Thank you. Goodbye.